Today on Bumpy Road Brews, I have a collaboration between Equilibrium Brewing Company, they're out of New York, and Deciduous Brewing Company right here in New Hampshire. So I think it's Middleton, New York that Equilibrium's out of, and it is Exeter, New Hampshire that Deciduous is out of. This one is called Restorative Balance. It's a double IPA coming in at 8% ABV. That's the can art right there. I looked this thing over. There is no canned on date, so I don't know how fresh this is. It's been a while since I've picked up an Equilibrium beer. I just had so many issues in the past with them. But the collabs are usually pretty good. They're usually okay. So I will go ahead and crack this one open and hope for the best, I guess. Alright, so the head on it is nice white and frothy. The color of the beer itself is a deeper yellow going into orange. I do see some floaty particulates in there. I'd say it's hazy. There's a lot of it's either yeast or hop resin floating to the bottom. It looks like yeast. I'm just all collecting down in here. Yeah, it's a hazy. I wouldn't call this one like a murky or even really a New England IPA look. Let's get some aromas. It's not much from afar. I mean, there's like a slight peachiness. Maybe tangerine and peach. But there's not much. Let's dive in here, get a little closer. It's fruity, I guess. It's got citrusy, kind of tropical notes. There's like a candied-esque type thing to it. Yeah, I'd say it's just kind of citrusy, tropical. Nothing's really jumping out at me as far, like from afar I was saying peach and tangerine. Get in there, I don't know, it's more like Pez candy kind of fruit notes. It's just kind of a blender of citrus and maybe some stone fruit. I mean, I could throw different things in there. I could say maybe there's a touch of passion fruit. I could say tangerine still. Maybe still a little bit of peach. Some malt in the presence there. Let's dive in here for the first swig, so cheers. Alright. It's like a medium body to this one. Moderate carbonation, pretty standard mouthfeel. It's a lot of biscuity notes from the malt, so high biscuit. The hop flavors aren't really spectacular. Like, I'm not even getting that EQ juice thing, you know. This one's quite disappointing on the palate. I'd say this almost drinks more like a maybe more like a British IPA, an English IPA. Just having that kind of biscuity malt presence. There's like a watered down orange. So I don't know if you had like some tang in a glass, but just only put like one scoop in an entire gallon. You just kind of had a sense of like an orangey flavor, but very diluted. There is something there, right, with all that kind of biscuity note that comes through with the malt. It's kind of like papaya. It's kind of an earthier tone, kind of deep, meaty fruit. So I'm gonna say papaya there. I am noticing some grain type notes starting to come through on the finish. Also, a lot of grass coming from the hops, a lot of grassiness, and that's kind of the bitterness. The bitterness is definitely, it's moderate, getting up there. Kind of unpleasant bittering happening with a grassy note. It's just lingering on. Maybe a little bit of like the kumquat type thing. It's that kind of bitterness where it's pretty harsh flavored. A touch, just a touch of like a melon type note, so almost like it was going towards that EQ juice, but this one's not like super juicy on the palate. Drink it, kind of go back, you get like some decent, like very light watery type flavors out of it before it hits that grassy kumquatty type bittering finish. Yeah, I don't know. I'd just say this one's like, it's drinkable. I'm gonna finish it. I wouldn't recommend it. The good thing is I don't think it's not oxidized, so there's a plus. But yeah, this is just not. This isn't really working out. It's just drinkable. I haven't really enjoyed it. The smells were okay. Kind of had me thinking it could be something, and then it just kind of fell flat. So anyways, cheers. Thank you all for watching.